Welcome, Leisure Gamers, to episode 14 of the Leisure Gamer podcast. My name's Luke Bryce, and I'm joined today with the one, the only, Alan Edens.
How's it going, Leisure Gamers?
So it's just Alan and I today, but you want to tell us what games you've been playing, Alan?
Yeah, sure. I completed Mass Effect 3.
Nice.
Yep, got that done. I tried a little bit of the Path of Exile beta that I mentioned on the Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Still played a little bit of the Diablo 3 beta here and there.
You're just too addicted.
Yeah, gotta check it out. They make changes sometimes, so gotta see what's new. Did we mention this already before? But yeah, I got Hitman Blood Money, so I've been reliving that nostalgia. And I did get an invite into the Heroes and Generals alpha, which is sort of like a World War II strategy / shooter, which is kind of cool, but I did not get a chance to try it out before this podcast.
So, I never even knew they give out codes to alpha. I thought it was just beta, so it's like really, really far, or not far in development. What's the right word?
Early on in development.
Or yeah, early.
Like
yeah,
it's yeah, but I mean, I think we're seeing a shift, especially in the smaller developers, to be a little bit more transparent during their development process and involve their communities more, which is really cool, I think.
Cool. Well, I want to fit the Heroes and Generals into the later part of the podcast when we talk. We're going to talk about kind of like a strategy section of the podcast. But as far as the Path of Exile go, do you want to bring us up to speed and like what you posted about, and then what the game's about, and then how long did you play it and stuff like that?
Yeah, sure. Well, this past weekend, that would be the 31st of March to the 1st of April. They had an open weekend, or an open beta weekend, where anyone could load up Path of Exile and give it a try for that weekend. So I jumped in that, basically because while Diablo 3 is getting a lot of press and headlines now, coming up to its release as a huge action RPG hack and slash game, there are other ones out there. One of them is Path of Exile, and there's another one, Grim Dawn.
Is that like Grim Fandango? No.
Nah. But yeah, Path of Exile, I just wanted to check it out, see what else is out there, what other companies are doing besides Blizzard when it comes to action RPGs.
So, after playing it, what was kind of like the defining gameplay mechanic or aspect that, even though it was similar to Diablo 3, how is it different?
It's pretty different in art style. It's got a more realistic, less stylized. It's like a lot darker and maybe grittier, I guess. Of course, it's not 100% complete yet, but I felt the audio was a little lacking. It didn't feel as impactful when you were like smashing enemies and stuff like that. Yeah, also it's one of its differences. It's a lot more complex than Diablo 3. Like, I think if you can,
really, that's interesting.
Yeah, see, it's got a huge like passive skill system, which is, it's like a huge tree of all these different skills you can choose. Like, you can I think there's like 3 major branches, like intelligence, strength, and dexterity, and you can sort of specialize your character that way. And then the active skill system is pretty different. You have these active skills that are enclosed in gems, and you have to socket the gems in your equipment, like any piece of your equipment, like boots, gloves, weapons, helmets, or armor. It doesn't matter as long as you have the right skill slot, right gem slot for that gem. You can use that skill. So that's different.
Can you take those gems in and out, or like once you put them in, they're in for good?
No, you can take them in and out and switch them around.
Okay. So interesting. It's a little less production value, but yet it's more complexity.
Mm-hmm, definitely. I think that's something to be said too, because I think, making something really streamlined and smooth might take a little more work than, creating something complex.
Yeah, or Diablo 3 is like trying to maybe appeal to the masses, and this game knows it's going in for more of a niche audience.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, that's the end of this 5-minute upload on YouTube, but there's plenty more of this podcast episode, and you can stream it and download it on leisuregamer.com. Use the links in the description of this video to head on over. Alright guys, see you there.